Hey guys, Chase Dowling here with Vibrashield, back again this week to talk to you all about marine coatings and how we can help you stay clean out in the water and eliminate the time needed to clean your boat after you've been using it. Stay tuned. Hey guys, the first thing that we're going to talk about in this video is the exterior of the boat. The main thing being on the exterior of the boat is the oxidation that occurs when you have your boat in fresh or salt water environments. Vibrashield is going to completely disrupt the process that oxidation needs to be able to form on the hull of the fiberglass or metal boat. What we mean by that is our molecules are going to bond to the carbon. When they bond to the carbon, they form a barrier between the fiberglass and the outside elements. They disrupt the process by removing the oxygen molecule and then that vibration and releasing it back into the environment, disrupting the process of oxidation, keeping your hull safe and clean and make it last longer for years to come. The second thing we want to talk about when it comes to the exterior of your boat is something that everybody has issues with, and that's hard water spots on the fiberglass. Vibrashield is vibrating on the surface, creating an anti-adhesion technology that prevents hard water deposits from sticking to the actual fiberglass itself. So in normal circumstances, when you don't have Vibrashield on the outside of your boat, hard water is going to adhere to the actual surface and become very difficult to remove. You're going to have to scrub it and abrade it with very abrasive chemicals. Whereas with Vibrashield, one simple wipe with a microfiber towel is going to remove all of those deposits clean off the boat, making it easier for you to clean your boat and keep it looking new for years to come. The third and final thing to note about the exterior of the boat and how our application is going to help you has to do with the algae and spider poop and other things that stick to the side of the boat and make it very difficult to clean. Again, because Vibrashield is vibrating on the surface and is bonded to the carbon molecules, things simply cannot adhere and stick to the surface itself. So in independent lab studies, what we did was we applied Vibrashield to half of a boat and left the other half exposed. We dropped that boat in the water and let it sit for over a month. When we pulled the boat out of the water, there was algae all over the bottom. On the parts where Vibrashield was applied, you could simply take a water hose and spray all the algae off. And on the parts where it wasn't applied, you had to use abrasive chemicals and scrubbing in order to get that algae off. Things like spider poop, algae, mold and mildew growth are very difficult to remove once adhered to the surface, but they're no match to Vibrashield. Spend more time out on the water this summer, enjoying your time with your family and less time in the shop cleaning. Vibrashield Total Protection doesn't stop at the exterior of your boat. We're going to take it right into the inside of the boat and protect all of those surfaces as well. A lot of boats have fiberglass, synthetic flooring, billet aluminum, and vinyl interiors, carpeting inside of their boat. We're going to protect all of those surfaces across a multitude of different ways. The first one being vinyl interiors. It's no secret that the sun's deterioration and UV light will ruin vinyl interiors over time. We're going to strengthen those interiors and prolong their useful life to prevent the cracking and the sun fading that you're going to find in a lot of those vinyl interiors. How we do that is we bond to the carbon molecules and we become UV reflectant. And so we're actually going to reflect the light away from the actual surface itself, preventing absorption of UV light, which causes the deterioration such as fading and cracking of the interior. One cool thing we're going to do with the interior as well, because we're reflecting that light and not allowing it to penetrate the actual fiber within the vinyl itself, we're going to actually cool those surfaces above an ambient temperature of 90 degrees. So in the hot summertime, your seats actually will be a little bit cooler than they normally would be, all the while providing you the protection that you need for your vinyl interior. The next thing to know about your interior and how we're going to protect it is the reduction in mold and mildew growth within the actual surfaces themselves. A lot of times in a boat, people will go out in the water, they'll bring all their friends with them, the interior of the boat will get soaking wet, They'll throw the cover on when they get back to the dock and forget about it for several weeks at a time. That's going to be a perfect environment for mold and mildew growth to form. So what we're going to do is we're going to disrupt that process. We're going to take in that bacteria from the lake water or the salt water, and we're going to destroy the bacteria, preventing the mold and mildew growth from ever happening, which also makes it easier for you to clean the next time that you go out on the water. It's extremely important not only to protect your family from mold and mildew growth, but it's extremely important for preserving the life of your vessel. The third thing that we're going to do for your vessel is we're going to remove hard to remove odors from your boat and prevent odors from happening in the future. Again, our molecules are vibrating on the surface, but they also flip polarity. That vibration is going to scrub the bacteria, and then it's going to flip polarity, and it's going to release the oxygen molecule back into the air, which actually purifies the air around the surface itself. So, like I said, we can remove existing odors, but we're also going to prevent those odors from happening in the future with our vibrating molecules. It's going to make for a much more pleasant experience inside of your vessel, and it's something that's a major concern in vessels that have carpeted flooring or carpeted wells where they store equipment, maybe some skis or a wakeboard. We're going to prevent all the odors from happening in there and protect your equipment and your boat for years to come.